Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tina, and we are here today to do a collective all signs reading, time-stamped, for no contact, no communication situation. So the person that you have on your mind that you are currently in no communication with and curious about what is on their mind currently, we are going to do some rapid fire questions. We're also going to pull a couple of messages from your person from the Dark Confessions deck. And there is a reason it's called Dark Confessions. That means it's the thoughts that are on your person's mind that they aren't really willing to say out loud to you. So take it like it is. Some of these messages are kind of the harsh truth. But remember, even though they're not the warm, fuzzy comments, sometimes those are the messages we need to hear most, right? So we are going to do that. And a couple things before we get started. Personal readings. The link is for my website is available in the description of this video. And I keep all my readings super affordable. And I also have just started offering my arm warmers, my fingerless gloves for sale. So I'll be adding more in the future, more styles, but I have this style available on very limited quantity because I'm just starting out with that. But yeah, so if you want to get a pair for yourself, they are available there. And like I said, I'll be adding more in the future. So let's get started. Aries, we're going to start with you. The person on your mind that you are in no contact, no communication with. All right, Aries. How does a person on Aries' mind currently feel about them? A person in no communication with Aries, how do they currently feel about Aries? Okay. We have the Emperor and the Three of Wands. So this Emperor, I can take this, and now this is your card, Aries, so I feel like this is saying this is how they're viewing you. I think they understand your true nature. I mean, we can try to kind of hyper analyze this, but we're talking really to too big of a group here. The Emperor, what is the Emperor about? It's about kind of someone who is large and in charge, right? Controls their environment, has their act together, makes stuff happen, right? I think it's just kind of, to me, I'm reading this as a card of admiration. Okay? I think they have admiration for you. And this card, which I think is actually more important here, is the Three of Wands. I think they still kind of see a future with you. Or at least they're thinking about, they kind of still have those thoughts of what could be or what could have been. So yeah. Why is Aries person currently not communicating? Why is there no communication? Okay. Did you walk away, Aries? Whoa, okay. Clear and to the point on this one. You got 2 5s. You got the Five of Pentacles and Five of Wands. So, I mean, your person feels left out in the cold. Whether you walked away or they did, they're feeling a sense of loss. Okay, here. They feel a sense of loss and conflict. So you got 2 cards of kind of this turmoil, conflict, argument. But that's why, whatever happened, this is representative that something went down between you two, okay? It's just that, and it's very straightforward. That's why they're not communicating. Very literal. What would Aries person say to them? What's on their mind right now? What do they want to communicate? Okay, got the Seven of Cups. Sorry if you hear background noise. I have a naughty kitty. My cat Gidget is like going bonkers today. She's got the zoomies. So I apologize. Okay, so what would they say? I mean, I think that you were they viewed you as a dream come true. That's what this says. You have the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups. The Seven of Cups is kind of the card of options, but it also has a dreamy, fantasizing nature to them and to it. And this is, I'm calling it that because we also got the Nine of Cups, which is kind of wish fulfillment, just feeling happy. I think they kind of really did have that idea about you. Will Aries person reach out? Will Aries person contact them soon? Will there be contact or communication soon? Wow. Okay. I think they want to move forward. Okay, we're talking to a lot of people. The Six of Swords is kind of, it's a positive card, but it's a card of action and motion. I think this right here walks right down the middle. For some of you, it's going to be a yes. For some of you, it's more so, I want to, but. Okay, I want to, but. The Star card, I mean, again, you have another kind of wish fulfillment. I think there is a desire and there's a dreaminess and desire to communicate, to have something again. This is where it's loaded. Now, this card can represent for some of you a desire to move forward with you into calmer waters. It can also be a card of it's time to move on for both of you. So I hate to give you a non-answer. Take it. These cards, when I describe them, hit some of you in the gut. Use your gut feeling on which path that is for you. Use your intuition, okay? All right, so as promised in the intro, we're going to do the couple messages from the Dark Confessions deck from your person. Keep in mind, these are kind of the harsh truths. Okay. So we are living two separate lives. Don't read too far into that. I mean, I think that's just what, for some of you, maybe this separation has been a while now. I mean, it can be kind of a message of we're on two different paths. It can also just be a message that, you know, we've been separated for a while. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside of me. So somebody is shut off a little bit, shut down, maybe shut down emotion-wise, which is kind of a weird message. They were very open. Your person was pretty open here. I think they showed their heart. So this, even though we didn't get a definitive like answer, yes or no, they're going to reach out. I look at this as a pretty nice, there's a lot of nice sentiment in this reading, Aries. All right, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Taurus, welcome. All right. Let's dive into your no contact, no communication reading. How does the person on Taurus's mind that they are in no contact communication with, how do they currently feel about Taurus? How do they currently feel? Oh. So they're in indecision. It's kind of this state of indecision, going back and forth in their head on the situation. You also got the Two of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles here. This can mean a sense of commitment. It can also be a card of just saying, I'm carrying on. I got my life to live, kind of thing. Take it how it resonates. But I think the most important card here is this just kind of state of they're a little mentally conflicted, going back and forth over the situation. Why is Taurus's person currently not communicating? Why are they holding back communication? Okay. So they are trying to figure out what really makes them happy. That's the indecision. They're in this state and they're looking at it very logically, okay? The Queen of Swords is kind of that, it's a no nonsense type of energy of looking at things logically. They want the truth and clarity in the matter, and I think that they are trying to figure out is what is the path of what really makes them happy. That's what this Nine of Cups is about. So your person is in their head about this situation. What would they say? What do they want to communicate right now? Another card of being in this kind of mental prison. Yeah, the Eight of Swords is about being in your head. See, it's another card. I want to show you both of these cards. Both have blindfolds on, right? It's cards of kind of just being, maybe not being completely real about the situation. You know, they need to pull the blindfold off and look at it. I think they're trying to do that. The Queen of Swords is a very clear seer. Okay, so I think they're just going through something in their mind about this, kind of trying to see clearly, but not quite there yet. Now, this is the interesting card here, the Emperor. I think this is this can go kind of two ways for me in a reading like this. They're trying to say something about the Emperor vibes is about control, taking control. I actually think that this is representative of them. It can also say you were too controlling, okay? It can be a message to you, because this is the question was, what do they want to say? What would they communicate right now if they could? And what do they want to say? It could be that, but I think with this Queen of Swords, this, for most of you, this is them saying, I'm just trying to gain some control over my life right now. I'm trying to get control over my thoughts. Okay. Will Taurus's person contact or communicate soon? Will they communicate soon? All right. The big question. Ooh, they're conflicted about it. Oh, that's a no. It's a blatant no. It doesn't mean, for none of it doesn't mean they're not going to in the future. The question was, the key word was soon. Soon, no. There's conflict. There's mental conflict for your person that they're going through. They're trying to figure some stuff out. So I would not expect to hear from them anytime soon. Now, a couple messages. What does Taurus's person really think? What is on their mind, but they're not willing to say it out loud? I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. Well, we see that. We see that with some of these swords cards that came out. I feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. This is what this your reading, Taurus, was all about for your person. They're drowning in their own thoughts. Okay, they are seriously in their head. All right, Taurus, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Gemini, welcome. All right, let's go. No contact, no communication. How does Gemini's person that they are in no communication with currently, how do they currently feel about Gemini? How do they feel about Gemini? Ooh, we have a Tower. And we have the Five of Swords. Wow. Your person's in pain. Your person is having a huge wake-up call. Was there some sort of betrayal? This can, you know, the Five of Swords is a very nuanced card. It can mean multiple things. It can mean that they just feel betrayed. A lot of times it can be kind of a card of self-sabotage as well. At any rate, there is conflict here, and the most important thing is the Tower here. How do they feel? They feel, whoa, like their world has been turned upside down. Usually with the Tower comes the wake-up call. So yeah, their world feels like it's crumbled around them. Why is Gemini's person currently not communicating? Why are they not communicating? Knight of Pentacles. Well, I mean, they're bummed out, man. They feel a real sense of heartache here, like some loss, melancholy. But you have this Knight of Pentacles. I think there was this feeling that they had been given, that this was, they had been stable. The Pentacles energy and the Knight of Pentacles is kind of long-term, stable, slow-moving. I think this is they're slowly trying to move through this, okay? It can be a sense that they were giving to a situation and now they feel just a huge sense of loss. But I think it also can be slow and steady, trying to move through these emotions, okay? There is a sense of some sort of stability here, though, which is good, considering the other cards that have been pulled. So I would say they're trying to get their act together. All right. What does Gemini's person want to communicate? What do they want to say to Gemini right now? Okay. So the Page of Swords can be a card of, for some of you, maybe, I don't know why they would want to tell you that they're keeping an eye on you. It can be a card of observation. So maybe for some of you, your person's looking, but I actually think it's a card of trying to gain truth and clarity of the situation, trying to learn and understand what's actually happened here. So I think they want the truth. Maybe that'll resonate with some of you. They want the truth on the situation. It's not a high level card though. They're not obsessing over this, I should say, with that, but it's a message. It's a card. Pages are messengers. So I asked, what would they communicate? It's kind of a card of communication on a certain level. So it can be that they want to give you the truth, but I think they really want to receive the truth. You know. And then you have this Magician card. So you have this low level card with this high level card, which is just kind of weird. I think I kind of feel like, like you kind of have these two opposing sides here, and you kind of have these two opposing sides here. I mean, it could be that they're really trying to manifest something. I mean, the Magician is typically a card of manifesting, what, having the tools in your hand and your toolbox to really manifest what your hopes, dreams, and desires. Manifest what you want into your life. You are the creator. Here, do you see the intensity in the face here? I feel like this is actually saying, like, I'm feeling really intense right now, and I want you, I don't want you, I don't know what I want. I think it's kind of a card of just trying to figure out. I'm just sensing this kind of like tense energy. Okay. Will Gemini's person communicate soon? Oops. Will Gemini's person communicate with them soon? Wow. We got the Chariot. They're thinking about it. They really want to. They really want to, and they're trying to find the will. The Chariot, it's about forward movement, but it's a movement of strong will. There's a lot of intensity. I mean, you have, in this little reading, we have 3 major arcana here. So your person is kind of on the intense side about all of this, whatever went down. Okay? This 4 of Swords, the reason why I say they're thinking about, they're trying to work things out. This is the card of self-care, of healing energy. I think and it can be a card of saying they want to heal things, but I actually think they're just trying to summon up the courage and the will. They want to. I don't know if they will, but I think there's a good chance they will. I don't know if I'm going to be straight with you, Gemini. I don't think you want to hear from them just yet. Not that I think maybe you want to, but I'm saying maybe it would be best to not communicate just yet, because your person is kind of have some intensity about things right now. Okay. Show me 2 messages that Gemini's person is feeling, thinking, but will not say. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. Okay, so I actually feel like it's the opposite of this. This is really weird for me to get. I think it's not. Let me pull the other card. I want to see what comes out. I pushed you away because I do not want the responsibility. Interesting. So I think for some of you, did they create their own tower and now they are just in a state of, what the F did I do? I think that I don't think this cold and detached, I think the real message on this is I can't feel emotions right now. And maybe that's what all of this stuff is. Maybe we got so much intensity because they're not really facing what they need. They're not dealing with what they need to do. This right here is what they need to do, but they're not. Yeah, for some of you, your person created their own tower, okay? I'm kind of looking at this as like, this isn't for all of you. These messages that I pulled aren't for all of you. I do think the key thing here is this is for certain people here. If that resonates, then great. If it doesn't, it's okay. You don't pay attention to this, but this, I can't feel emotions right now, is just kind of the craziness that we saw here. They're feeling the emotions. Let me tell you, they are. They don't know how to handle them, maybe. I think maybe now that this is kind of a facade, this Knight of Pentacles is a facade. Like, I'm cool. Everything's cool. Nothing to see here. When inside, they are just freaking out. Okay, Gemini, this was a weird reading. I hope it helps some of you, though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cancer, welcome. Thanks for joining me. And we are going to dive right in. How does the person on Cancer's mind that they are in no communication with, how do they currently feel about Cancer? How do they feel about them? Okay. They're not feeling great. I will tell you that. You got 2 5s. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands. So they're sad, they're bummed out, melancholy, conflicted. They're not in the greatest state of mind over this right now. I don't think we hardly need to ask the next question, but I will anyway. Why is there currently no communication from this person? And there we got another 5. 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. They're stubborn. They're being stubborn. They're holding back. And you have another 5 here, which is that sense of feeling left out in the cold, sense of lack. I mean, you have 3 5s here. So there is a lot of turmoil going on with your person in this situation. It could have been a pretty volatile situation. Doesn't mean that you guys had a huge fight or anything. I mean, some of you, it blatantly does mean that, but the 5s, remember, are the transition cycle of the lower or the minor arcana. Your person most certainly is in that state, but yeah, a lot of turmoil going on here. What does your person... What would your person say to you right now? What do they want to communicate to Cancer? Whoa, your reading is crazy. So now you have 2 10s. This is kind of intense. Like, I think they want to say that you crushed their dreams of happiness. I mean, what they thought was they're going to be their happily ever after has been murdered. I mean, this is intense. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to laugh at this. It's just intense. You have 3 5s. And then a stubborn card of the 4. It's a stubborn energy. And then you got Cancer. Will Cancer's person reach out to them and communicate soon? Will they communicate soon? Of course. Okay. No, I don't think they're going to communicate soon. I think they are in this, they feel very defensive. 7 Wands is a defensive energy, but here is the good thing. They're trying to heal. They are trying to heal. Despite these big emotions going on here, they're trying to heal themselves. But I just want to point out something. You have 2 4s, 3 5s, 2 10s. A lot of repeating numbers. I mean, I kind of look at that as like, this might be a super karmic relationship that you were in or are in still, but for most of you, it's going to be there's been some kind of separation, obviously. Might be very karmic, just saying, meaning there are lessons to be learned. Okay. Show me 2 messages. What is on this person's mind that they cannot say out loud? We are living 2 separate lives. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, this is the petty side. Okay, so I don't read too much into this. I mean, for some of you, maybe that's why things ended. I don't think so. I think this is just being the literal, like, we're in 2 different places right now. Okay? This, I think, is the state of mind of your person, this defensive and, you know, kind of stubborn energy, this conflicted, kind of all this 5s energy, this 10 of swords. I think that this is the petty side of them coming out, sadly. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. I don't think that this is honest. I think maybe this is what they want you to think. It's kind of petty, I'm going to say. This is a call for you, Cancer, to really evaluate what you have learned from this relationship. I do, like I said, I think it's kind of karmic in nature, meaning that this person, you two were brought into each other's life to learn about yourselves, okay, on a deep level. So that is the real message here. I think it's a time for you really to pull yourself also in this 4 of Swords energy. And I would say stop wasting, don't let this person live rent-free in your brain, to use a way overused phrase, but I think this person needs to work out their own stuff, and I'd say work on yourself, focus on yourself. Don't worry about what this person is, because I don't think they're in the right state of mind right now. Cancer, I hope this helped. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Leo, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Let's dive into your no contact, no communication, rapid fire reading. Oops. All right. Leo's person. No, that was way too fast. Leo's person that they are in no contact, no communication with. How do they currently feel about Leo? How do they currently feel? Okay. They don't know how they feel. You got the Moon card. Yeah, okay. So they're conflicted. They're kind of in an internal battle over the situation, but they don't know how they feel. They're not quite sure how they feel about everything. Whatever went down, they're not sure. They're conflicted. Why is Leo's person currently not communicating? Why is there no communication? They're trying to just they're trying to focus on stability in their just day-to-day life. They're just trying to stabilize themselves. You got the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. It can be very literally that they're just focusing on work, but I think it's the Queen of Pentacles a lot of times is just kind of a little more nurturing energy. I think they're just trying to stabilize themselves. You know, Pentacles energy is grounded, it's earthy energy, so it's kind of they're trying to stabilize themselves. I think it's all about them right now. They're just probably focusing on their work and home life and trying to figure how can they stabilize things. In other words, it's not really, I don't know why I feel the need to go on and on about this, but I do. So I'm going to go with it. Pentacles energy isn't necessarily super, it's caring energy, but it's more on the individual day-to-day life level. It's not necessarily totally emotional. It's also not cold. It's somewhere in between. I guess I just needed to say that to some of you. I'm taking that. The question was, and I was already thinking it in my head, so I am gonna, usually I don't take them that quick, but I feel like this is right. The question was, what do they want to say to you? We got two cards of communication. We got the Page of Cups, Page of Swords. This is an apology. This is a kind of an apologetic feeling. Maybe they want an apology from you. Flip it around how it's, if you're owed an apology, it means that they're sorry. They want to apologize and they want to give some insight and clarity on the situation. Truth. They want to share the truth. The flip can be, flip it around. We're talking to a lot of people here. It could also mean that they want the truth and clarity from you and they feel like you owe them an apology, okay? So you know which way it's supposed to go there, okay? Will Leo's person communicate with them soon? Keyword soon. Will they communicate soon? I would say yes. Yes. I don't know how, I think it's going to be pretty soon. This is kind of a card of looking out into the horizon. So it's not going to be, I wouldn't expect some communication immediately. Okay. But I would say this is a resounding yes. I think they will communicate with you. Okay. So good. Okay. 2 messages. What does Leo's person have on their mind about this situation, about them, but will not say out loud? How do they really feel? Yeah, this isn't as right. No one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. I actually think that this person, this is some big heart feels. I think that's just now. They're not going to maybe tell you exactly how hard they have feelings for you. I don't think your person is one that's not going to ever say that to you. They've been, I think, fairly open and sensitive in this reading. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, this totally syncs up, resonates. I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. And I think that's where we saw this. There was this strong sense of trying to stabilize their day-to-day life. And so that's what they're trying to do. They're feeling a sense of a loss of control and they're trying to correct that. That's positive. Okay? But I would say that this card is telling you when you do hear from them, don't expect them to gush. Even though this is a pretty gushy card. This is a 2 of Cups. This is someone who feels a really strong connection, maybe even a soul connection with you, okay? They feel connected to you. They want this, but I wouldn't expect them to come out. And I think that's kind of like where you got this energy with the moon here. They're not going to come out and say that very openly, at least for now. Leo, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Virgo, welcome. Thanks for joining me. All right. Let's dive into your no contact, no communication reading. All right. The person on Virgo's mind that they are in no contact, no communication with, how do they currently feel about Virgo? How do they currently feel? Oh, I'm not taking these, just so you know. We're going to look at them. Oh, wait, there's way too many. Sorry, there's way more than I even thought. All right. How does Virgo's person that they are no communication with currently feel? Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. They want to communicate. They are itching to. They want to so bad. They feel like, I mean, okay, so I have to say this energy right here is a little loaded, Six of Wands. So with the question I say, how they currently feel, I mean, this is kind of a weird card to get. It's, to me, it's a little arrogant in a normally it's not a card of arrogance. Normally the Six of Wands is about recognition, success, accomplishment, victory. But in a reading like this, with the question I ask, how they currently feel. I mean, do they feel like they're in the right? It can be that. It can be the sense like, I'm right. I know I'm right. You'll know if that resonates. It can also be what I kind of first said, like they really want to, have success with you. They want to have positive communication. So, it's not, I felt the need to kind of say that kind of darker side of that for this question. But for a lot of you, it's just like, wow, they really want to communicate. Why is Virgo's person currently not communicating with them? Why is there no communication? Yeah. So they're in this state of, the Eight of Swords is all about a mental prison, right? So now you have this Nine of Cups. This is kind of wish fulfillment, happiness and stuff. But I think what this is saying is that your person, gosh, they really see it with you, but they just are like, whatever went down, whatever happened has got them messed up in their head. And it's kind of their own doing. It's like they need to get their head straight, basically, before they talk to you. What does Virgo's person want to communicate? What do they want to say right now? Queen of Cups. So again, there's this energy of like feeling like they want to give you their cup of love. They want to give to this situation. But right now, there's a little bit of the Seven of Wands can be a little defensive. It can be a card of standing your ground. So I don't know what happened, but it can also be a card of trying to push through certain emotions. So if they are in this Eight of Swords energy kind of in their head, they're trying to find a way to push through it. Can be that too, but it can also definitely be a defensive kind of like standing their ground. I want to give you my cup of love. I have big feels for you. And again, don't look at gender in these readings. It's the energy of the card. And the Queen of Cups is discerning about who she gives her cup of love to, gives her emotions to. But she's very loving, has big feels. So they're in this state of, I need to hold back right now, but I want to. Because there's this feeling of like, I want to, I have big feels, big feels, big feels, big feels. All right. Will Virgo's person communicate soon? Keyword soon. Will they communicate soon to Virgo? I think they're conflicted about that question. Ooh, again, it's this wanting. So this devil energy, the devil is kind of about the energy that holds you back, the things that hold you back. What I would say is don't expect communication. There is desire, but they're fighting it. They're fighting their desire. And I think that it's a good thing because the devil energy is a little on the toxic side. So maybe they're feeling this kind of obsessive pull to want to, but they're fighting it. They feel conflicted. Maybe they're questioning, you know, feelings and things like that. But what this is saying, I don't think, remember my keyword to this was soon. Does not mean you will not hear from this person ever again, but I think soon, no, they're working through some stuff. But there are big feelings in this situation. Should show me 2 messages the person Virgo is thinking about. What is on their mind but they will never say out loud? What are they currently thinking but will not say to Virgo? I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. And I don't think they feel cold and detached at all. I think the key is I can't feel emotions right now. I think it's more, what I'm getting from this card is that they're not in the right state of mind to express emotions, you know. I don't want to be contacted right now. I wish to be left alone. See, that's what this energy is. And I want to point out to you, don't get hurt by this, because there is this sense of wanting to communicate, wanting big feelings. So there's just, I don't know what went down between you, but this person is battling themselves a little bit here. Okay, I think the key takeaway is let them be, let them work through whatever they're going through. Okay, Virgo? I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Libra, welcome. And let's just dive in. The person on your mind that you are in no communication, no contact with. Okay, how does Libra's person that they are in no communication with, how do they currently feel about Libra? How do they currently feel about Libra? Okay. Whoa, okay. Okay, I can read this a couple ways. Wheel of Fortune is big energy here. It's faded energy. For some of you, I feel like they feel like whatever happened was meant to happen. For some of you, we're talking to a lot of people here, this Wheel of Fortune means that it's just a matter of time for whatever. It's a matter of time kind of energy. This Three of Pentacles is working on things. So I actually feel like for most of you, there is a kind of this, I don't know, I keep going back and forth. I'm being pulled in 2 directions with this. For some of you, it can indicate that they want to work things out still. For some of you, it indicates that you both, they have this feeling you worked hard, you worked on this, you tried to work things out, but the wheel has turned now. Meaning, maybe it's time to move on. All right. I know that some of you might not want to hear that, but it's actually, it's a strong message. It's something not to ignore. Why is Libra's person currently not communicating? Do I feel these? Yeah, okay. Well, there's a sense of they just feel like they've got to be strong in this because there's something missing. There's just something undeniably missing to them. And so there's a sense of strength. They're holding back communication. It's not easy, okay? Because they know that maybe there's just something missing here, okay? What would Libra's person say to them right now? What do they want to communicate? What do they want to say to Libra? Five of Wands. It's toxic. They feel like whatever's happened, I think they feel like the relationship is toxic. There's some sort of toxic behavior here. Now, it could be on their part. They might be acknowledging to you that they have obsessive tendency, they have addiction, they have self-sabotage. It can also just mean that they're saying, they could be putting that towards you. Take it how it fits. We're talking to a lot of people here. But at any rate, there's something toxic about it that was causing conflict. Will Libra's person, there's way too many cards. Will Libra's person communicate soon? Keyword soon. Will they communicate with Libra soon? Interesting. I would say yes. Knight of Wands is a card of action. The Star card, big energy of, I mean, I think that actually the Star card, what it's saying is that it is fated that you will communicate again. This isn't just over, done with, dead. I think that maybe this is not a reading of, yes, I'm coming in and I'm we're going to fix things. Maybe. I don't know. This is one of those readings that's kind of like, for half of you, the wheel has turned. It's time to move on. The relationship was toxic. And for the other half of you is that this is worth working on. There just needs to be time taken to correct certain behaviors, get out of a certain state. But I do think there's going to be a communication. Okay. At the very minimum, there's a strong desire for communication. Okay. But this is a very strong card of action. And the Star card, I feel like I don't like to pull out, call out signs, because with these general readings, collective readings, it's kind of ridiculous. We have all that, but this is a sign of Aquarius. So for some of you, if we are talking, this is actually telling you that you're dealing with an Aquarius, okay? But again, we have all the signs in our chart. We all have all the signs down. Okay. If that resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, who cares, right? All right. She's shown me two messages. Libra's person, what are they thinking but not saying? What is their feelings but they will never say out loud? Okay. What are their feelings? I am distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. That's kind of plays into that that strength card. Okay, here we go. This is what this is. I'm keeping secrets from you, and I hope you don't find out. We got to the point here of this. That could be anything. It could be third party. Maybe they were involved with somebody else. Maybe they, or have some sort of addiction that you're not aware of. This is a biggie for some of you. Okay. All right, Libra, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Scorpio, welcome. Let's dive into your no communication reading. Rapid fire style. All right. The person on Scorpio's mind that they are currently in no communication with. Whoa. How does Scorpio's person currently feel about Scorpio? How do they feel about Scorpio? They're very attracted to you, Scorpio. They are very attracted to you, Scorpio. Did I say that they were attracted? My goodness. Very attracted. Very attracted. But this can also indicate there is a desire for a new start. I would caution you to say that passion is wonderful. Attraction is beautiful. It also can be short-lived, right? So keep that in mind. But, positive, right? That's positive. All right. Why is there currently no communication from Scorpio's person? Why are they not communicating currently? Whoa, we got another ace. So they're not telling us why they're not communicating. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they're trying to figure things out. You got the moon card. These are things that have yet to be revealed. Interesting. And you got another ace. It could be that they just don't know why they feel the way they feel. They don't know what to do. Element of not. It can also be a card of secrets. There could be something secretive here. But, I mean, I like the Ace of Pentacles. It is definitely a more substantial offer. And we may have gotten this from the deck just because I have how I read this. The tarot might be saying, look, no. I wanted to communicate to you that there's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of pull here, but there is something of substance here too. So I think that is maybe the deck saying, no, it's not all just attraction. Okay. But there's something you don't know here, or your person doesn't want to reveal. Okay. Or maybe they just don't want to talk to you. It can be, why is there no communication? Because they just can't right now. Okay. What would they say? What do they want to currently say to Scorpio? What do they want to say? We got a little flash of the tower. We're not going to pull it, but just so you know. Yeah. So did something big happen between you? Okay. Okay, what they want to say is that there was some kind of conflict. They're conflicted about something, or you literally they feel. It can mean that they feel they're conflicted about how they feel, but it can also say, hey, there's still love here. I think it's more that whatever went down, because we got the flash of that tower. Tower is, a huge shakeup, something shocking. Did you get in a big argument? Did something happen abruptly? I don't know. I mean, we're talking to a lot of people. I don't know what this is, but they're conflicted right now for whatever reason, but there's still love there. Will Scorpio's person communicate with them soon? Keyword soon. Will they communicate? Keeping hope alive. Okay, we got the Star card. keeping hope alive is like what I said with the star card. That's the first thing that popped in my head. But there is this resistance. I think that there's hope there. But I don't necessarily think you're going to get the communication soon. Okay? Not all hope is not lost here by any means. But there is kind of this either standing your ground, defensiveness. There's a blockage here of some sort. So I would say not soon, very likely you will get some communication. Okay, 2 messages from Scorpio's person that they will not say out loud. What are they thinking but not saying? Oh. Yeah, this is completely opposite of, okay, this connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. Wait, let me see what the next message is. I have an opinion about that right now, but rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. Okay. Well, that's a big, the messages from this deck, a lot of times they're split into, we're talking to a lot of people here. So a lot of times it's just one message that's going to resonate and not the other one. So keep that. If you'll know immediately if this was you. But I think that this is kind of more of a petty kind of denial. It kind of is like with this moon energy of like, and maybe a little bit of this stubborn energy of like, I don't know what went down with you guys, but I actually think that it's quite the opposite, but this is what they're convincing themselves or trying to convince themselves of right now, or what they're trying to convey. I don't know. This says something very contradictory. Oh. Oh. Okay. Scorpio. For some of you, the cards are correcting me here. We pulled this because okay. If there was a ton of attraction, take it for how I read it the first time. It was meant for you. We are being corrected by the cards here. Okay. This message for some of you, I would say a lot of you, it was the message. How do they feel? This is what they want and desire. This is what you guys had. This is kind of the day-to-day stable, and let's be honest, little boring things. It's substantial. It's what you want in the long term, this Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, what your person wants is not this. It's not this. That's maybe why we're getting this moon card too. It's not this, even though this is what more people want this long term. But I think maybe for some of you, we are getting a correction here with the cards that they're wanting maybe not the long term, maybe the fun, the excitement, the passion. Maybe they're wanting, maybe you have involved with someone that wants to go sow their oats. And we just got this correction here of how I read these. I would tell you though that your person there was something real here, but it also makes sense with this rejecting you is protecting myself. I was being selfish. Okay, the selfish need. Okay, Scorpio. Ooh, that was kind of a heavy ending, but some of you needed to hear that. Okay. Thank you for joining me today, Scorpio. Until next time, bye-bye. Sagittarius, thank you for joining me today. We are going to dive right in to your no communication reading, rapid fire style reading. All right. The person on Sagittarius's mind that they are not currently in communication with. How do they feel about Sagittarius currently? How do they feel about Sagittarius? King of Wands. Wow. Okay, there is passion, drive, desire for you. Kind of this sense of like, wow, you made this person happy. Happiness. So why is there no communication from this person? Why is this person not communicating with Sagittarius? Whoa. Queen of Cups and the Emperor. Interesting. There's an intensity here. And I'm going to say I kind of felt like every now and then I get this kind of electricity sense. I don't know how to explain it. I had this sensation run through my legs right now. I know that sounds really weird. It's almost electricity. There's an intensity though here. I kind of, the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Why is there no communication? I would say there's some kind of control that's being exhibited of trying to discern the Queen of Cups energy. And again, we're not looking at gender here. It's the energy of the cards. The Queen, because we hold both masculine and feminine in our beings. So that's why we don't look at gender. We look at the energy of the card. And the Queen of Cups is very caring and loving, has love, but she is particular, but she doesn't give her cup of love just to anybody. She wants, I feel like there's this desire. Why are they not communicating? Hold on. I think they just want to. I think they want to, but they are firmly in control right now. Whatever went down, they're feeling a sense of needing to. It's like you see that this character is like, I want to, but no, not yet. Okay? I guess that's the best way to put it. There's a desire to communicate, but they are holding themselves back. They're staying in control. What does Sagittarius' person want to say to them right now? What do they want to say? What do they want to communicate? Got the Hermit. That 10 of Pentacles. Woo. Okay. So they're going within. They're doing soul searching. This is a time of soul searching about what they really want and need in their life. It's pretty straightforward. That's what they're telling you. Which makes sense with what we're seeing here of holding back, staying in control. They're taking time to themselves, soul searching of what they really want and need in their day-to-day life, okay? Will this person communicate with Sagittarius soon? Keyword soon. Will this person communicate soon? Wow, you got some big energy going on, Sag. Whoa, okay. They need, I would say, yes, you will get communication. Soon is questionable. I don't think you're going to hear from them soon. They need to release some sort of burden. They're working through this, okay? There's some kind of burden, some kind of heaviness on them. Either it's what's happened or just personally. You have 2 10s here. So trying to kind of close out some sort of kind of figuring what their end game is, okay? But you got the Empress. You got both the Emperor and the Empress here. The Empress energy, unlike, is in control, but it's the counterpart of the Emperor, but much more finesse, much more nurturing. But it's also kind of an independent energy. The Empress would be a card of yes for me, but like I said, I just think there needs to be balance created for this person. There is love here, though, Sagittarius. This isn't a negative reading. This is actually, I think, kind of a positive reading. Your person is working through what they need to work through. There's no indication of super negativity or anything. Yeah. Okay. 2 messages. What is Sagittarius's person thinking but not saying? What is on their mind, or how do they feel but they will not say out loud? I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. Interesting. Can be a little bit of this energy right here. I'm not sure I can meet your expectation. The pressure is too much for me. Okay, these really kind of go hand in hand. I mean, there's a little bit of insecurity here. Was there an imbalance? Did they have big feels and big attraction, but maybe it wasn't being reciprocated completely by you? If you have the big feels too, maybe it's a call for you to create some balance and show that. I don't know. Only you knew that. I hope this was helpful, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye-bye. Capricorn, welcome. Let's dive in to your no communication rapid fire reading. Person on Capricorn's mind that they are in no communication with. How do they currently feel about Capricorn? How do they feel? How do they feel about Capricorn? There we go. Wow. Really positive, Capricorn. We got Temperance and the Four of Wands. Both of these are cards of balance. The Temperance energy is more of patience and balance. The Four of Wands energy is really beautiful, though. It's that strong foundation. And it's kind of that combination. I always felt like it has a strong earthy energy, like the Pentacles energy. Except it has that beautiful fiery Wands energy of bliss and passion. So really positive feelings towards you. Well, then why is there no communication currently? I'm going to take these. We have the Hanging Man and the Knight of Cups. There is a desire that they have big feels for you, but there's just a holdback. The Hangman is about pausing, holding back, but primarily it's to gain new perspective. So there's whatever went down, whatever reason you're not in communication currently, They're trying to gain some new perspective, and that's why they're not communicating right now. But man, there's a desire to, or there's big feels still with this Knight of Cups flowing with what I've already pulled. What do they want to say? What would they communicate right now? What are they thinking about towards Capricorn? What do they want to say? Whoa. Well, everything just screeched to a halt here. We got 2 5s. So they're cards of conflict and feeling a sense of lack. So what this is saying, basically, with all the love here that's going on, the big feelings, the appreciation, the love, there, some, whatever happened, if there was an argument or there's some big sense of transition energy here, and it's rocky. So there, I think this was the card saying, hey, yeah, it's kind of a love fest here, but you know, there's positive feelings. This person isn't living in bitterness, but there was conflict. They're saying that it doesn't take away whatever has happened, okay? Only, we're talking to a lot of different people. So whatever happened, they're saying it's still there. All is not forgiven, whether, no matter where forgiveness should lie, you know, okay? Will Capricorn's person communicate soon? Keyword soon. Will they communicate with Capricorn? I would say yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Now we got the 8 of Cups. And why you heard me saying is it's not necessarily negative for all of you. For some of you, it means that they are moving on. Yes, they are going to communicate and it's going to happen soon, but it might be with a message of it's time to move on. I know it's not what some of you want to hear, okay? But I will always be honest with you about what the cards say, okay? Now, for some of you, it's finding a new path. They are going to communicate. For everybody, I think there is going to be communication. Or there, at least there's the desire to. Maybe it's going to be from you. But it can mean that this is taking a new path. These cups have been knocked over, but there's still some cups standing here, okay? And it can just be looking out into, we have moon energy here of kind of the great unknown, right? But it can be choosing to take a new path when something else hasn't worked. So it's not always a card of endings. Maybe it's a discussion of where do we go now? Okay, it's a little the great unknown. Okay, so I'm always going to be honest with you. For some of you, it's going to be a discussion that maybe it's best to move on. Whatever happened, there was big love here, which should be reassuring to some of you. But not all of you. I'm going to say that for some of you, it's going to be a discussion of how do we move forward. Okay. 2 messages. Capricorn's person, what is on their mind, but they will not say out loud? How do they really feel but will not say? I'm distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Pretty common thing in a separation, right? There are feelings of anger inside of me that I need to release before I explode. Okay, that's what this is right here. And it's not a coincidence that we got this card placed here, okay? There are feelings, there's hurt feelings that they need to deal with probably before this takes place, and you probably want to give them time. So I would say, even though this is a fast-moving energy, there might be some things that it might be in your best interest just to lay low for a little bit and let this person work their things out. Okay? I hope this was helpful, Capricorn. Thanks for joining me. Until next time. Aquarius, welcome. Thanks for joining me. This is your no communication reading, rapid fire style. All right. The person on Aquarius's mind that they are in no contact, no communication with, how do they currently feel about Aquarius? How does Aquarius's person currently feel about them? Oh, I got a flipper. Hold on. All right. So, there is passion and desire for you, but there is control. Okay. The King of Wands is very ambitious, very passionate. I think this is, and there's like this, there's attraction there. There's a sense of control. They daydream about you. There's this kind of dreamy energy. But the reason why I paused on this because I was trying to. I felt a little waver in the energy of like for some of you, I think this person is still considering you an option, but they're not sure. Okay, just to be honest. Why is Aquarius's person not communicating with them? What is holding them back? Why are they not communicating? High Priestess. Whoa. Okay. Two major arcanas, big energy. They are they're seeking answers. And primarily, the great thing is they might be talking to others, seeking advice, friends, family. But the bigger thing is they're going within, which I think is really positive. They're just trying to. They're going to follow their intuition ultimately on this, but they're seeking knowledge, whether that's inside or outside of them. They're trying to figure things out. That's why they're not communicating. What would Aquarius's person like to say to them right now? What would they communicate? Okay, we got a flash of the Ace of Swords. So what they want to say is, for some of you, they want to say sorry. I don't think that's for all of you. Page of Cups can be an apology. It can be also that they think they're owed an apology. I will say that. But I think that this is more just what they would communicate is that an endearment, like just kind of an endearing thought of just, I do have feelings. There's a sweetness. There's a sweetness there. But ultimately, they don't want to communicate right now. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I think it kind of falls in. Do you see the moon energy here? So they're working on themselves. They're going within, they're doing some deep dive on they're doing some self work, okay? On a big level. These are major arcana here. So on a big level, this is a major arcana too. So what they're saying is there's feelings. They care. But you're not going to hear from them right now. So that's where this will be interesting. Will Aquarius's person communicate with them soon? Keyword soon. Right there. Okay. Interesting. Oh, what a happy end here now. I think there will be communication. I mean, these are two cards of yes. If you're looking for yes or no, the blaring yes. And I feel like all will be illuminated. We have both the moon and the sun. And when that happens for me in readings, a lot of times it indicates it's not so much that this is the happy, happy, joy, joy card, that oftentimes it's just happy, happy, joy, joy, super happiness. But I think it's more a card in this reading of illumination. So it will be illuminated. And I think that you're going to, I think you're going to both be happy with the conversation. This is a card of happily ever after. I don't want to paint a picture. For some of you, that will be. It'll be the conversation that it turns things and the illumination you need. But I don't get, for some of you, yes, it will be that you guys trot off into the sunset and live happily ever after, okay? For many of you, I don't necessarily think that that is what this is representing. I feel like there will be illumination, and it's going to lead to both of yours, whether it's together or separate, happily ever after. Okay. It's a card of all the tens are kind of completing a cycle. Okay. So I don't want to listen. If I will always be honest with you, if I felt like what I want to tell you is like, oh my gosh, you guys, oh, hearts and stars and love, but the energy of this is positive. There's nothing but positivity here, but it's not necessarily an energy of that that you're going to end up together. I'm just going to say that. Okay. Two messages. The person on Aquarius's mind, what are they thinking, but they will never say out loud? How do they really feel? I feel unbalanced and uneasy. I don't know what to do to fix it. Well, that makes sense, really, with this energy here, what they're going through, okay? They're trying to figure it out, though. This card keeps coming out. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. I actually feel like I don't feel like that's it. It sounds so negative, right? But I actually am not taking it as very negative. I think that they're just trying to separate their logic and their emotions from the relationship so they can really see clearly. Especially, I would say, if you're dealing with an air sign. Aquarius, you're an air sign, so you should be able to relate to this of trying. There's a lot of emotional energy in this reading, you should know. But I think they're trying to look at things with logic. Okay. Should give you some insight to what's going on in your person's head. I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. Overall, I feel like this is a positive reading. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Pisces, welcome. Let's just dive right into your no communication rapid fire reading. All right. The person on Pisces' mind that they are currently in no communication with. How do they feel currently about Pisces? Okay, I'm not taking those. There's too many. How does Pisces person currently feel about them? Okay. Nice. And not nice. Okay. So basically, they're conflicted. There is this very loving energy, but I will say with the Empress, the Empress is the counterpart of the Emperor. There is and Don't look at gender. You can be male or female and be in this energy. So your person can be male or female and be in this energy. It's the Empress is kind of the softer side of the Emperor, but she is the Queen of Queens. She's the mother of the tarot deck. So there is this kind of nurturing feeling towards you, admiration, I would say. They think you are attractive and there is an admiration, but there's conflicted feelings, okay? Whatever happened, you'll know if that fits. There's some kind of conflict going on for your person towards you, though. Why is there currently no communication? Why is Pisces person not communicating? Okay. They want to. You got the Star and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, they want to. They want to. There's nothing else I can say. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. There's some more questions. We'll see how it plays with the rest of the reading. I'm like, why are they not then? They might soon. We'll see. What does Pisces person want to say right now? What do they want to communicate right now? How do they feel? What do they want to say? Work and play. Huh. Working hard and playing hard. I mean, the Three of Cups represents kind of, it can be kind of reunion energy. It's a joyful energy, typically. Sometimes in readings like this, it can kind of mean a third party situation, but I'm not really feeling that here. I mean, take it if that's what the situation is, but I'm not really feeling it. Because with this word, I feel like there's work to be done. There's focus here on something. I don't know. I'm not really connecting to this energy, to be honest with you, Pisces. Will Pisces person contact them soon? Will they communicate, keyword soon? Eight of Swords. This is like getting yes and no, which I guess is what this is. The Eight of Swords is mentally conflicted, just being in your own mental prison. So Four of Wands is kind of a card of yes. It's a positive card in tarot. I think what this is indicating, though, with the Four of Wands is a sense of balance, though. Foundation balance. So I would say as soon as they balance themselves, I have to come back to this. They want to communicate. They want to. There is a strong desire and hope to. It could be they're waiting for you to communicate, Pisces. This is what this is conveying here, is that they're waiting for you to. But there's some, but I would say that you're not going to hear from them right away. I'm not saying that you won't, but there is some kind of blockage here that needs to be addressed. Maybe it's them waiting. They feel that you can see this imagery as that of being kind of shackled, not being able to communicate. Now, this can also be a reading. I told you I wasn't connecting this. Maybe this is a third party situation. This can be a card of commitment and marriage, and they're shackled. So, okay, for those of you that's what this is, the reading goes like this. If this is a third party situation, if your person is involved with someone else, they admire you. But this is the competition aspect. They're conflicted. There's competition here. It's not, and they really want to, but they can't right now because they're giving else. They are giving their focused elsewhere. Okay. So for some of you, this might be a reading that's very specific to those who are in a third party situation. I don't know. Drop me a comment if it resonated to you otherwise. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what this is. What is on Pisces person's mind but they will not say out loud? What are they really thinking? 2 messages, please. I feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. That's this right here. Okay. It's really weird. This card keeps coming out. So I would say for a lot of the signs. And so I'm not reading it quite so literally as this. There's something about the energy here that I think a lot of people are feeling. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. And what I keep getting drawn to is not the cold and detached, is I can't feel emotions right now. So I think for most people, this card keeps coming out for a lot of the signs. It's really weird. Is there's something going on, I'd say, throughout the collective where people are struggling dealing with their emotions. They're actually turning it off. They, instead of dealing with the things going on in their life, they're actually, you know, just turning it off, just avoiding it. It's sticking your head in the sand, basically. Okay. Pisces, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.